Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your day, y'all. Time to level up. Time to crush it. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Farrell here, certified 10x coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, you are listening to another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. As you know, we drop these segments each week. The Communities Grow Together segment will touch on all things nonprofit associations and how we as a community are working together so we can all grow together. This segment is brought to you by David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency over on West Wabash. Whatever you need insurance-wise, whether that's business, life, home, auto, or anything in between, hey, David and his team can take care of you. Give them a shout, or hey, stop by and visit them over on West Wabash. These segments are quick hits of actionable strategies and what's going on in our area to help you level up and grow together. Be right back after the break. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agent, is here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343. All right, and we are back. I am joined by Kathy Ridley from KMR Association Solutions. Kathy, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Robert. How are you?
I'm great. Great to see you. I hadn't seen you in a little bit.
I know. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be invited, so thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. I know you've been a part of associations for a long time. You've been a part of a number of them. You know, we met through the Springfield Area Home Builders, which we'll get to here soon, but tell us a little bit about your company first.
Okay. Well, I started KMR Association Solutions in 2020. I was furloughed from my association position at the Illinois State Dental Society, where I had worked for 23 years. Prior to that, I worked for a lobbying group, which I worked for a number of associations also. And the Illinois State Dental Society happened to be one of those clients. So I felt like I had 30 years with the Illinois State Dental Society.
Sure.
I loved associations. I found my passion with the associations, membership especially, and meeting planning. And then I went on to get my Certified Association Executive credentials, CAE. I am a CAE in 2018. And, when COVID hit, I'm like, I'm going to do this. You know, it was one of those things that I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to figure it out on my own and help other associations. So I started KMR Association Solutions in probably July of 2020. And I'll tell you, it pays to network because I did a number of jobs for other state dental associations. I was an interim executive director for the Maine Dental Association. I helped out with the Georgia Dental Association within membership. I helped out with the Arkansas State Dental Association with their membership. I did a lot of special projects for the American Dental Association. Then networking within my local association, ISAE, which is the Illinois Society of Association Executives.
Sure.
You know, there's an association
Gotta have
for
an
association
for association people,
That's
right?
right, Robert. Yes. And then I, clients started coming to me, which was awesome. At first I was, trying to try to figure out how I was going to get clients. But Robert, it really pays to network.
Yeah. That's huge, isn't it? I
It
mean, because
yes.
then you've been a part of that ecosystem for so long and you've networked in that ecosystem for so long to where, yes, people are going to start coming to you for business because you have that network already in place, right?
That's right. That's right, Robert. You have to make sure that you never burn any bridges.
What drew you to association work in the first place? You talked about, you've been at it for a long time, but what was it you said, hey, I'm gonna go try this? What drew you to that?
I don't think any association professional decides that they're going to go into association management.
Yeah.
We us association people kind of joke about that. There are no really association degrees.
Sure, sure.
But, you know, I started out working for the lobbying firm. My background, I was born and raised in the area. I ventured out to Chicago for a couple of years. I worked for Kraft. It was
Okay.
nice working for a large corporation. Loved my job. Honestly, I've pretty much loved all my jobs. Loved that job and then headed back to Springfield with my family. Had a family up in Chicago, and then we decided to go back home and raise our family. And at that point, I was just willing to do just about anything. And that's where I found the lobbyist position. And when I was working for the lobbyist, we worked for a lot of different associations. I understand how advocacy affects all of us. And that's one reason associations exist.
Yeah, I was gonna say at its core, a lot of them, that's what it's about, right?
Exactly right. I know that's a membership benefit that's hard to sell, but we get a lot done when there's more people working together. And, just one company is not going to make any changes by themselves unless they're very large and have a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about some of the benefits of associations, and advocacy is probably one of the hardest ones to sell. But on that advocacy piece, what are some things that associations you've been in the past have done to advocate for their members?
Well, as a matter of fact, and that's where I first found, my passion for associations when I was working for the lobbyist and then going to the Illinois State Dental Society where I started out in governmental affairs. And I was working very closely in that position, and I think it was 1997, we passed expanded functions for a dental assistant. So now a dental assistant in Illinois can perform coronal polishing, which is something that a hygienist was only allowed to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
They can't do certain procedures they can't do an actual hygiene exam or hygiene cleaning, but they can just polish the tooth.
Right.
So that's, so there were expanded functions with the dental assistants. Now within the home builders, that Springfield area home builders is one organization that I represent. And we also have it's a 3-tier organization. So you have your local, state, and national. Most of my associations that I worked for were either state or national. So we were dealing with the Illinois government, Maine government,
Sure.
Georgia, but in Illinois, of course, it's right here in Springfield. And then local is in the Springfield area. We represent 11 counties. So we're dealing with a lot of the building departments, and we have one-on-one meetings with them as a group with our governmental affairs committee talking about, just recently we sat at the table and we worked with Sangamon County on their new permit fee structure.
Mm.
That was huge to our members, and not one member could do that individually. So it's very important to belong to your associations.
No doubt about it. Yeah, that advocacy piece a lot of times boils down to educating the folks that are making the decisions on things that affect the industry, right? So, and not all the time are the folks that are making those decisions have a strong background in that particular industry, right? That's just the way it is.
Exactly.
So that's why that's where that advocacy piece comes in. You're able to educate the folks and make it to where some things that may benefit the members or maybe not harm the members. It could go both ways. It could be a benefit, or, hey, this will really harm them if this bill passes or this regulation goes through, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it's all about, it's out educating the members as well as educating the lawmakers as well as educating the public.
Right.
So
absolutely. So you mentioned home builders. That, like I said, that's where we met, 3-ish
Well, I just had my 2-year anniversary,
Yeah,
Robert.
so
So
it hasn't
yes.
even been that long. All right. So I've been on the board of the home builders for a long time, and we have hired you to represent the home builders, and we were excited to have you, and are still excited to have you. So tell us a little bit about the Home Builders Association. What do you guys do?
Oh, well, first of all, Robert was past president of
I
the home
was, yeah.
builders, so he was immediate past president as I came in. But the Springfield area home builders has been around for many years, and one of our big projects that we do in the Springfield area is the home show. Our home show is coming up on February 14th and
Mhm.
15th, and you know that in the past couple of years we've kind of tweaked it a little bit. You know, we were at the convention center, but well, let's go back. Way back, we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
at the
Go
fairgrounds.
all the way
Then we
back.
went
Yeah.
to the convention center, and now we were back at the fairgrounds at the expo building the past 2 years. And our biggest complaint is that we were a little late in the year because we always used to have it in February, and we moved it to April, kind of in the springtime, along with Newhoff Media's lawn and garden show. We thought people could get a bang for their buck when they came out with 2 shows. And it was great at that. It was great at that time, except some people thought it was a little too late in the season, and some people were um, a little chilly in the expo building because of there's no
Right.
heat.
Yeah.
So we're at the Orr building this year on February 14th and 15th. And right now we're almost 50%. Well, we're over 50% sold out on our
Nice.
booth space.
Right.
And we look forward to a great show, free admission. Um, our home builders, we also have a membership directory, which is online where the members of the public can see, if they've got some needs that they have around their house. We wanted to change our name to Home Builders and Remodelers, and that's still something that we're toying with, but we are all things home. Our home show is all things home, and our association is all things home. We not only have contractors, builder members, but we have all those associated with home buildings or taking care of your home. So if you're looking for an HVAC company, our banks, our lending companies, our members,
Mhm.
we've got a lot of great members here in the area.
Absolutely.
So check
Like
out
you
the
said,
directory.
all things home and all those ancillary lines that come off of that, right?
That's right. That's
So,
right.
so if somebody hasn't been to the home show yet, what can they expect when they go? Tell us a little bit more about what's
Oh my
going on the
goodness.
floor there.
Well, we expect again, all things home. I know that we have Big Dog Construction that is one of our title sponsors. I know you know Chris
Oh yeah,
Hartsook.
absolutely.
He's here all the time on your podcast. One of our another past
Uh,
presidents. So we have construction companies, we have painters, we have remodelers, we have window companies, we have Green Prairie Woodworks always brings their special furniture out. It's kind of the PVC type furniture that he does such a great job
always
out at
great,
the
isn't
show.
it? Yeah.
Yes, it is. And Norman is a great guy, great family. We have window coverings. We have Noonan's rental will be there with a lot of his DIY projects. If you're
Mhm.
doing something around your house by yourself and you need to rent some equipment, Noonan's is going to be there with all of their equipment. I had to have somebody tell me what their equipment was last year because I had no idea what
Sure.
each one of them did. So yeah, we've got a lot going on. Just basically, we'll have some radio stations out there during the days, broadcasting live. We'll have some food. I think the stadium's going to come and
Oh, nice.
sell food for the day. Last year we had some food trucks, but we've got more of a kitchen area, concession area in the Orr building that I think the stadium with their good pulled pork and smoked meats are going to have some good food for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Pretty much a one-stop shop. If you have any projects going on, from small project to building a new home,
Right.
come out there and talk to a number of different vendors to see what might fit you, right?
Exactly.
It's really
Exactly.
really what it's about. So, and it's a great opportunity for the members of the Home Builders Association to get in front of the public and show off what they do.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
So what else does the home builders do during the year?
Well, we have our member events. We have our golf outing in May. We have our sports clay shoot in August. We have our installation dinner in December. We're also, when we're looking at a community project, we're looking at getting involved with another organization, a non-for-profit, maybe starting out at the home show, having them exhibit and see what we can do with them for the community.
That'd be cool.
But, right now we want to make sure that our membership directory is there. It's available online, and we want to make sure that it's out there for the public to use when they're looking for a good quality construction company or one of the ancillary companies, HVAC,
Yeah.
painting.
Absolutely. How important is that to collaborate with other nonprofits in the area, maybe even other associations? I mean, how key is that?
I think again, it's all about networking, isn't it, Robert? That's my buzzword. It's very important. I go back to my personal experiences. I feel very fortunate with, as I mentioned, ISAE, the Illinois Society of Association Executives. They were always an association that was there for me. And I was a past president, served my time on the board. But now that I've gotten so much in return from that association, I want to give back to them. So I now serve on committees and try to do a lot of volunteer work for them. So I'm hoping that our members will want to give back to the community that supports them, to some non-for-profits in the area.
So what other associations do you represent right now?
Well, right now I represent Geothermal Alliance of Illinois. That association I've been with for since the beginning, 2020, so about 5 years now. Again, geothermal heat pumps and trying to save our earth.
Yeah.
And trying to save on the pocketbook. Costs a little bit in the
Yeah,
beginning.
a little more upfront, but over the long haul,
save a lot of money at the end. And then I help with special projects. Again, the American Dental Association, the Illinois Association of Fire Protection Districts. So just those are my clients right at the moment.
Of course, you have to have members in all these associations. How do you help drive membership?
Well, I started out with the Dental Society in membership, and it's basically educating the members to recruit individual like-minded people. We enjoy talking to like-minded people, and it's really about get a member programs. And again, I did the same thing. I now serve as Commodore, the president of the Island Bay Yacht Club. Yeah. In 2016, I started on that board, and it was originally asked because of my membership experience and non-for-profit backgrounds. So I started a membership program there at Island Bay, and at that time, we were, I think, 490 members, and our max was 550. We hadn't had a wait list in years. I said, we've got to get members to recruit members. A member get a member program is what we need to do, because those people, those new members, will get members. They'll want to include their friends or their like-minded people,
right? And
it'll just keep building. So that was 2016, and I'm happy to report that in 2 years we had a wait list.
Oh yeah, heck yeah!
And this is 2025, and we still have a wait list.
Well, come on, let's go.
Yeah, that was one of my success stories that I've been around long enough to see it. I did the same thing with the Dental Society. We started out with, we did a member get a member program and also a new dentist program, and we increased our new dentist membership by 150%. It's the members talking to people,
right,
and telling your story. It's always a story.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's the members engaging other people through their story, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Can I start calling you Commodore Kathy? That's kind of fun.
It's Commodore Ridley to you.
Right. I could do that. That's kind of fun. Commodore Ridley. There we go. Very cool. So what's your favorite part about working in an association?
People. I love people. People energize me. I hate to say this, Robert, I'm getting older, but younger people really energize me.
Sure.
And I know that you're younger than I am, but I really did enjoy going into, when I was working for the Illinois State Dental Society, going into the dental schools. And it's nice, again, to pass on your stories. And I was just a huge proponent. Again, I'm going to use that buzzword again, networking. Those students were so quiet, and they didn't really want to talk. They just wanted to they just wanted to get out of dental school.
Right.
And I don't even know if they were thinking about a job at that point. They just wanted to get out of dental school. And, I would have host events, where they could network, meet our members, and meet those people that are looking for new associates out of dental school. It's like you really have to talk to somebody, guys.
Mm-hmm.
and gals.
You have to. You have to.
And yeah, and I'm so excited, Robert. And I know that, we're both part of Local First, and
Mhm.
we know like Jack Geyser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
clean cut Jack Geyser.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, I love it. Nick Cock, another one.
Yeah.
I love seeing those younger individuals doing so well in their jobs.
Out there crushing it. And they're on the board with me at Local First. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
they're doing awesome.
yes.
Phenomenal. I mean, we do have talked about a number of times on here. We do have a resurgence of youth, of young entrepreneurs coming through, and it's great to see, especially in the association world, because I did feel like there was a time where there was a huge gap in terms of the only people that were doing the associations were the 45 plus crowd. And there was
Yes.
nobody under that was really getting
Well-
into these things. And now I feel like that's starting to
Yes,
turn.
I know, exactly. And sometimes, people say associations are the thing of the past. And sometimes I get down and think, well, maybe they're right. But they're not, Robert.
not. They're not.
We all need groups. We need groups. And, sometimes that association just might be online. You need groups to get things done.
Yeah, it might look a little different, but you still need the groups to do it. And
Right.
like you said, yeah, it's when I first started getting in it, I was on the younger side when I was doing it. Now I'm pushing the
You're
45
still young.
plus category. So,
But it
getting
is true. One thing I've been very fortunate, like being involved with the American Dental Association, very large association, very successful association, and a lot of great education. We were able to bring in, national speakers on association, and we talked about membership and really dug down deep into it. And, those are the mentors that, I just, every time they come out with a new book, I'm there looking at their new book. But anyway, by the way, and I was very fortunate to work with Mary Byers, who is an association guru now, who wrote Race to Relevance and Road to Relevance. So she's been a huge mentor of mine. I have to give her a plug.
Nice.
Mary was from Springfield, and here, as I was studying for my certified association executive credentials, there her name was in my association manuals.
In your manuals,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I know her personally.
Right.
She's my mentor. So it's great to have a mentor, somebody that you can look up to and also contact when things get rough. And matter of fact, she was there when I started my business. I mean, I reached out to her to ask, should I do this or not? And she was very helpful and gave me some great advice.
That mentor is key.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yes, it really is key. Like I said, I was going to tell you about the generations on membership.
Mhm.
Yeah, the baby boomers, I think it kind of ended with the baby boomers on it's the right thing to do. Joining an association is the right thing to do because this is what everybody did before me,
Right.
and this is what I need to do. And then I think like the Gen Xers were like, started questioning that. I don't know if that's worth my money.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Is that really valuable to me?
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. So it is very important to show value. And as we talked about, tangible benefits and non-tangible benefits, advocacy.
Mhm.
A non-member gets the benefit of
Yeah,
advocacy.
they do. No doubt about
Again,
it.
so it's the right thing to do to join your association to advocate for your profession.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, let's take that one step further. How do any of the associations you work with elevate your members?
Well, again, you can't do anything by yourself. I guess you can do things by yourself, but you're not going to get much accomplished, especially in Congress, the state legislature, your local community, without a group. We're stronger together and we elevate each other together. I believe associations are there protecting our future. They're protecting our individuals, our members. And I think that's how we elevate our members, by working for them, with them.
Well, one final question then.
Oh, goodness.
Big one. Yeah, well, not that big, but big. So, is there anything we can do community-wide? You're around a lot of different people, a lot of different groups, a lot of different organizations. Anything we can do community-wide to help elevate all of us here in Springfield and the surrounding communities?
Well, one thing that we can all do, and we don't even have to be an association, we're just a person, is to be nice to people. I really think I just think being kind to people makes a huge difference because we don't know what anybody's going through. Association, well, again, with my Illinois Society of Association Executives, we do kind of bring associations in together. I know it's a state association, but we're all kind of local in the Springfield area, and we used to do things like community drives and Thanksgiving baskets and things like that. But to elevate Springfield together, I think we've got a great chance right now with the Route 66 anniversary next year.
No doubt
I
about
think
it.
we should all be working together and really showcase our city, our great city. Sometimes we complain about it, but we're all still here, so we have to love it.
That's a great opportunity with that coming up too.
Yeah, I think we should work with the CVB and showcase our city. And I know they've been working very hard on it too.
They have. So be kind, Springfield, and let's showcase Route 66. Here we go. Kathy, tell us, people want to learn more about the Home Builders Association or what you do or any of the associations. Where do they go?
Well, you can go to the internet. SpringfieldAreaHBA.com is where you can find our membership directory and all about the Springfield Area Home Builders Association, KMR Association Solutions. So look me up if you're needing a little help with a project and for your association, let me know.
There you go. And check out that home show in February.
Definitely check out the home show in February. Thank you, Robert.
There you go. Well, Kathy, appreciate you spending some time with me tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to let Kathy get back to elevating Springfield. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Custom Property Solutions transforms land and outdoor spaces throughout Central Illinois with precision and passion. From clearing overgrown brush to crafting stunning patios and fire pits. Need expert lawn care, excavation, or fence row clearing? They've got you covered, safely, efficiently, and on budget. Fully insured and satisfaction guaranteed. Visit CustomPropertySolutionsLLC.com today, where your land meets their passion.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody, on another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. Thank you again to David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency, for partnering with us on this segment. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.